So we'll get started. I'll just share my screen. Welcome everyone. Hello everyone, and welcome to our second weekly webinar here at Nethub. We are running these webinars to educate you about the world of networking and how you can use the tools from the Nethub platform to nurture, grow, and monetize your network. So let's get started with the key question. Why do we network? Networking is a skill that comes easy to some, but for many, it is a skill that is acquired. The purpose of networking is to develop and establish long-term, mutually beneficial relationships with the people you meet in different places. For individuals who are intentional about building a network, there are networking opportunities available everywhere. Success directly relates to your networking skills. Because of this, the most connected people tend to be the most successful. Investing time in both personal and professional relationships pays off throughout the course of your career. In addition to enhancing and broadening your skill set, networking gives you access to the tools required for career progression. Your network consists of everyone from friends and family to co-workers, business associates, and people who are part of the groups you are a member of. Regular networking can position you for career progression. Nurturing relationships with your contacts is beneficial for both sides. You can strengthen your professional status, increase your exposure to opportunities, work through industry problems, and feel good about supporting and connecting the people in your network. Now I will discuss networking events and give you some tips on how you can be more confident when at events and actually look forward to going out networking. When it comes to networking and social events, there is nothing wrong with going alone. Get yourself along to different events to meet new people. You never know who you will meet, who they may know, or how they may be able to contribute to you. At times when we go to networking events, we can feel awkward and nervous, and that makes us not want to talk to anyone and to try stick with one person for the duration. So here are some tips when you are preparing for a networking event. So number one, have a goal before you go. Knowing the type of person or people you want to meet will help you to stay focused and not be left wandering around at the event. Number two, dress appropriately for the event. Dress in something that you feel comfortable in. This will give you more confidence as a result. And number three, bring business cards. This seems standard practice, but for many people, including myself, have forgotten to bring business cards on some occasions. Bring more cards than you think you will need because you never know who you may meet. Now moving on to when you are at the event. So here are some tips on how to socialize your way confidently, casually, and yet professionally at any networking event so that you can make new connections and improve your social skills. Now you must remember that the point of a networking event is to meet others, not to get a job or make a sale. So think of networking as an enjoyable opportunity for you to meet new faces. Networking events offer an opportunity for people to connect. So firstly, make an effective introduction. When you meet someone for the first time, make eye contact, smile, introduce yourself, and shake hands. Then, while you are chatting, say the other person's name twice. Trust me, it's easy to forget when you're nervous. Not only will this make it easier for you to recall the person's name, it will also make you seem sincere and engaged in the conversation. The next thing to remember is to listen first and then speak. Here's a networking secret. Let the other person speak first. Most people are unaware of this, but the person who speaks about themselves first only gets half listened to. If the person is focused on what they're going to say, they will only be partially listening to what you are saying. But if you start by asking the other person questions first, they will be much more comfortable and engaged when the conversation shifts to you. And when it does, gauge the appropriate topics for the conversation. You must also remember to show interest in the person. By asking the other person's background in employment, you can demonstrate to them that you are interested in more than just your own career prospects. The best questions are those that do not have a simple yes or no response. For example, how did you find the job you have? Or what projects are you currently working on? Or maybe, how did you become involved in your profession? Or what is your primary role at your company? Now, here are some other things to consider when at a networking event. So number one, go with the intention to make one new friend, just one. Then if you find more than one, that is a bonus. Instead of trying to find contacts, try to make a meaningful connection with someone. Spend your time getting to know a small handful of people and then decide who you would like to connect with. But don't just stay with one person. If you meet someone you get on with, but wish to move on to another person, you can say, "Thank you, it's been great meeting you. I am going to get in touch with you, but I'm going to meet some more people now. I might see you later on. Have a good time." This way, you are being polite and also showing the person you value them and that you will follow up with them after the event. Number three, be yourself. That is the most important thing. Number four, enjoy the process. Once you get into it and have confidence, it is always a lot easier than it seems. Make networking events something you look forward to. And finally, number five, after the event, remember to follow up. You solidify your relationship with the person by following up. Additionally, following up provides you with the ability to ask a specific question or even plan a one-to-one meeting. After the meeting, it's best to follow up as soon as you can. Now, how to add value to your connections. So firstly, be sure that you provide your personal opinion on a topic. Everything you post and repost online impacts your personal reputation. Number two, share your knowledge and experience generously. When you're working to establish your reputation, it's important to make valuable contributions to conversations with your connections. You can also share what you have learned from your previous experience and provide recommendations to allow others to gain from your experience. Practicing these behaviors in both online and in-person encounters will give you a greater professional appeal that can grow your network substantially. And number three, building your network is great, but be mindful not to neglect the contacts you have already made. Look for opportunities across your network to make introductions. There is a chance you then may benefit from an introduction to one of their connections. But even if you don't, you will still be strengthening your network by adding value to those who are connected to you. So there are some ways to gain positive exposure without asking for it. If you want to get value out of your network, you first must ensure you add value to your network. Now, how can Nethub help when out networking? So you can invite the person to join your network by using the invite connection function on the site, which I will show you in a moment. You can also pass business using the pass leads function. and you must both be connected on Nethub for this to work. So Nethub also offers you the opportunity to connect with networking groups you are a member of if they're on the platform. So I'll just show you that now, one moment. So here is the Nethub platform. So when you sign up, you're brought through to the dashboard here. So how to invite someone who is in your network to join you and be connected with you on Nethub, you would go to My Connections, you would select Manage Connections, then you would click here on Add Connections, Invite Connections. You would then put in the email address of your close network, and then you will press Send. So the email that you have sent this to will then receive an invite to join Nethub and sign up to the platform. And once they do, you'll be connected with them and they will show up here in your My Connections section. So as I said, Nethub also offers you the opportunity to connect with networking groups that you're a member of. So if you go to Nethub Community and if you select Networking Directory, here you can see all of the groups who are signed up to Nethub. So if you're a member of any of these groups, you can select the group and you can click on Add to My Groups. And then the group owner will then receive a notification of you wishing to join the group. So Nethub is a tool that can help you to nurture and grow your business relationships. By using the platform, you gain an insight into who is valuable to your network. You can also pass business and track the value of your business through the platform. So I'll just go back to the PowerPoint for one moment. So you can sign up for free to Nethub at www.mynethub.com. Now here are some frequently asked questions. So how do I contact a Nethub user? So I'll just go back to the site. Now, so here is your dashboard. And when you scroll down here, you can see the posts of every member who is on Nethub. So these are business specific posts. If you see a post and you wish to contact the person, if you're interested in the post, then you can select the contact button. And this will bring you through to a direct message to have a discussion about this post. So you can then write your message and you can send it to the person. So the next frequently asked question is, how do I manage incoming leads? So you click the Manage Leads button and you will go to Incoming. And here you can see your incoming leads. Now, another frequently asked question is, why set up a reward? So if you click here to Reward Connections, you can go to Standard Rewards and you can create a new reward. So some industries reward lead generation for work with commission-based structures. So that is why we have this function on the platform to facilitate the people in those industries. Now, another question is, how is the total revenue calculated? So if you go back to your dashboard here, and if you click on this total revenue, you can see your total revenue and also your outgoing leads, where the revenue has come from. Now, another question is, how do I search for a potential connection? So you'll click on My Connections, you'll go to Manage Connections. And if you click the button here, Add Connections, this will bring you through to a list of all of the people who have signed up to Nethub. So you can search people by their name, or else you can also advanced search people by sector and region, which they're located in. Now, the final frequently asked question is leads analysis. So as I showed you, you have your incoming and outgoing leads. To add a new lead, you'll select here, and you can select the recipient who you wish to send the lead to. Now you must be connected with this person on Nethub, and they will show up here in your list of connections. Now, so the different types of leads that you can have are here, and they're under your lead types. So a customer is looking for someone to purchase. An influencer is when you're looking for help from someone to market for you. A strategic partner is when you're looking for a person or business to share resources with. An introducer is when you're looking for a specific person, business, or company. And other is any other person that isn't one of the above. So now we will just go back to the PowerPoint again. So does anyone have any questions about Nethub and how you can use it? So I have one here. Do you have an app? So we do have an app coming shortly, and this will be easy to use when you're out at networking events or even if you're on your commute to work. So we have another question here. How do you get the most out of Nethub? So by bringing your network onto the platform, you can invite connections via the invite connections function, which I showed you. So you'll go to my connections, add connections, and then invite connections, and you'll enter the email address in there. You can also pass leads to your connections and receive leads as well. And you can put a monetary value beside this if you wish. So this just makes it visible for you who is valuable to your network, and in turn, who you are valuable to. So who you send the most business to. So does anyone have any more questions? So does it matter where I live if I want to join Nethub? So no, it does not matter. You can be from anywhere within the UK, and you can sign up for free at www.mynethub.com. So now, if that's all the questions, one moment, we have another slide that we'll go through to. So we'll finish with this quote from the book, How Leaders Create and Use Network by Hermina and Mark Lee Hunter. So it is, a network lives and thrives only when it is used. A good way to begin is to make a simple request or to take the initiative to connect two people who would benefit from meeting each other. So what a wonderful quote outlining the importance of networking and how it can be so effective with something as simple as making an introduction. So I see we just have another question here, and the face-to-face networking. So with Nethub, it is a free online platform for you to use to promote the business that you do and also connect with the networking groups that you're a member of. So if you go to the networking directory, you can scroll down through the list of networking groups that are there. There's also some charities as well. And if you click on the groups, you can then contact them and find out what networking that they may have for you. So I want to thank you all for coming here today. If that's all the questions, I'll leave you another few moments. If there's any more questions, you can send them through. And we will go, I will just show you the final slide as well. So join us for our third webinar, which will be next Wednesday at 1 p.m. again. So they're recurring every week. So the Nethub webinar series will be running every week, every Wednesday at 1 p.m. And for the next one, we'll be covering how to build a network and the advantages of building a network. So thank you so much for coming today. I hope you enjoyed this webinar, and I hope that you gained some valuable knowledge that you can bring through for when you will be attending your networking events. As I said, Nethub is a free online platform designed to help you maximize your business relationships and also to nurture and grow your connections as well. So as I said previously as well, you can sign up for free at www.mynethub.com. And we will have an app coming shortly as well. So be sure to follow our social profiles to keep up to date with this. So thank you so much again for attending, and I hope you have a lovely evening and a good week.